Good morning, I'm PolarizedMoon and welcome back to Phantasy Star Online. Two things. One, I still don't know why the game is so dark colored. The brightness is way low, but I can fix that in editing, so you guys may not notice a difference. Two, this is a completely different game file. While I was trying to fix the, oh, I gotta talk to other people, don't I? Spaceship Alpha. Might as well just get in there and go. While I was trying to fix the brightness issue, the game file got corrupted, so I had to start over from scratch and got back up to where I was. It's all the same. I got up to the same level. The mag is the same level. It's a different color. It's now yellow instead of purple. So everything else is the same. It actually only took me 2 days to catch up back to where I was. Transmission from the VR test field spaceship area Alpha. Accessing Hunter Polar Moon. Ahem. Hello, can you hear me? How do you do, Polar Moon? This is the lab. Welcome to the VR field. I'm your support operator, Ellie Person. Nice to meet you. That's what's in front of you is our latest portable communication terminal. I call him Cal. What do you think? Cool, huh? Nice design. Nice lines, eh? Wait, we've already seen all this. You can access the terminals, access the green is lit. Oh yeah, and the Hunter's exam will test your ability. Don't stress too much, just training. Don't slack off. Oh, sorry. Yes. I said I'm sorry, be more careful in the future. Who do they think they are? Oh, they told me not to open my mouth unless it was necessary. That's the life of a rookie. Anyway, be careful. It's not Ragdoll, you know. I think that's the same thing she said at the beginning of the last one. So now, we have a new area to explore, which is the same difficulty level as the caves from before. And basically we're just, oh, I'm gonna do the same thing I did before. I'm not even gonna pick up things unless I particularly need them. There we go. If it's money, I'll pick it up. If it's anything else, it doesn't really matter. We'll just blast through this. I'm still gonna try to get through, all the rooms though. And this place has wolves and robots, and this is a really cool room. It's, I really like this room. It's everything, the TV screens on all the walls, and ooh, mono grinder. It has just locations. It's really cool. Look at that. They just cycle through. Oh, pan arms. Oh, that's right. I can actually damage them here when they're together. You can't do that in the other game, unless you're extremely powerful. Or use magic attacks. But I am doing neither of those things right now. I'm not being really powerful or using magic attacks. Alright, Wolf. Come on. And get. There we go. Perfect. And I think I'm gonna go off down this way. See what's in here. Probably just a room. Oh. Oh, that's right. I forgot. Things show up in the hallways in episode 2. Alright. So maybe that's the correct way to go forward? I have no idea. Monomate. Cool. I think I have a better, oh no, fluid, that's everything. Everything I want to give him. I think I have a better, level setup for that guy than I did before. It's more, so I think I'm doing slightly more damage than I was. Possibly. I don't know, I'd have to go check back, I don't know. But everything's the same, so it doesn't matter. We're just picking up the story right where we left off. Alright, did I pick up something I don't want? No, I didn't. Okay, good. Here we go. Continuing on. So I did try to fix the... Oh, that's right, there's 2 entrances. That I never understood. But, you know, it's whatever. Where was I? What was I talking about? Interesting thing about something. Man, my brain just totally went on a blank here. I was gonna talk about something interesting. I don't remember what it was that I was gonna talk about. Oh man, this makes it. Oh man, this is super dark in here. I can't barely see anything. I mean, you're not supposed to be able to see anything, but. Yes, I know. I've got wolves stalking me. Oh, wait. Can I not... Oh, that's right. Some of these... Actually, I think it's over here. the light switch is sometimes not in the room. In the second one. So sometimes the light switch will be like through here. No, not through here. It's through the other door, I think. Possibly, quite possibly. We'll just drop that handgun. I don't need it. So I've got all the same weapons as I did before. Nothing is changed other than the color of my mag. And that's not really all that big a deal either. There it is. Yeah. Yep, the light switches are sometimes in a different place. Oh, what was it that I was gonna say? I don't remember. Man, I hate it when that happens. I'm sitting here, I'm like, oh, I was gonna say something interesting. It's completely slipped my mind. Oh, look at that. There's Ragdoll. Ow. That didn't actually hurt that much. You wanna, can I, there we go. Oh, gosh dang it. I hate being slow. It's putting a wrench in my plans. Not that I have plans other than to just finish the... what? Oh, more wolves. Yeah, you can tell this is a VR field, because these wolves are just, like, literally hopping out of nowhere. Oh, hello. I forgot you were here. You aren't nearly as menacing as the other ones I've fought. So it's interesting because, like, the wolves here are much stronger than the ones from the first... oh yeah, look at this. You can actually see out into the rest... This might have been what I was going to talk about? You can see the rest of the buildings, because they've got, like, these little spots where you can't... they have nothing connected to them. It's kind of cool. Yeah, look at this. Railings, and you can just see out onto some, you know, made-up planet, I guess. Alright. Where are we going? What have we got in here? Nothing? So, once we get past these two spots here, so, after literally this next couple of, oh, look at that. It's got the, capture from the opening cutscene of the game, where it's got the explosion happening on some of the screens. Alright, let's, well, first off, we're gonna heal up, because that took a lot of damage. We're going to destroy this Garand's. There we go, and... Oh, come on, be dead. Yeah, dead. Gotcha. Gotcha dead. Okay, so... Man, there... something I was gonna say. Oh, was it about the lore of the games? I don't know. Like, it could have been. It could have been. An interesting thing about the lore of the games is that it's quite possible that none of the series are even in the same universe. Like, all the different series of this game have similar technology and similar races and things like that, but there's never any, like, definitive connecting thread in between many of the series. Transmission from VR test field alpha. PolarizedMoon, this is the lab. It's Ellie. How's it going? The spaceship area should be much larger than the temple. You should expect more creatures in the field here. It'll be more difficult, so be careful. Yeah, there's not much difficulty going on here. Oh no, look at all these new monsters. Ones that I've seen before already. So basically this part of the game here, in the original version of the game, was just kind of like an add-on. Which is kind of what the series, the whole series does as a whole, the Phantasy Star Online. I know Phantasy Star Online did this too, where they had different parts of the story in episodic, what is in the center? Oh, it's yeah, Panarms. Episodic, where parts of the story are just, you know, tacked on to the end without releasing a whole new game. Which is actually really cool. Except for this series, Phantasy Star Online, like the one, does have a part of the game that is not just the same thing tacked on, which is Phantasy Star Online Episode 3, which is a completely different game. But then you have Episode 4, which is in Blue Burst, which I think is only a PC edition, which I don't have and I've never actually owned. So there are actually parts of this series that I don't have and have never played. I think it's the... yeah, I gotta get all the corners. And then, Yeah, which, I want to get a copy... Wait. No, I did do it. Okay. Wow. I want to get a copy of, because I've never actually played it. That doesn't lead anywhere. So let's go to the... or did we already did that? Hold on. Let me check my map here. Okay, so I can go across here. Let's see where this goes. Oh, this room. Cool. This is interesting because it's just a room with a square thing in it. What do I have? General power and marksman arm. Oh, I have the marksman arm. I had the marksman arm on in the last character too, so that I could use the lock gun. So as soon as I can use the lock gun without needing that, I will continue on to using. I'll switch to a different thing, and then I'll fight without it. There, did die. Do these connect back up to the opposite, the same spot on the other side? These this map this map here is much different than. Oh, not much different. It's a lot like the later maps in the first game, where the rooms look very similar, and there's not much variation in between the rooms. Oh, how much you want to bet if I had gone down that way, I wouldn't have been able to get through here because of that. That's fine. All right. Oh, come on. You can die, please. Yeah, there we go. All right. So, I wonder how long it's going to take me to get through this. I really want to get to the meat of the story of episode 2, because you get to go down to a different part of Ragall than before, and you get like this really nice beach scene and everything. Oh, it looks very pretty. Which you'll see when I get there in a couple episodes. Alright, where are we at? Let's, I mean, I could try to blast through this too, but sometimes there's a little bit of information here and there. Oh, Panarms. Hello, Panarms. I can kill you, no problem. That, and they don't, the Panarms don't take as long to split apart as they do in the first game. Or in the first episode. Ow, thanks. So episode 3 still uses the same assets and character designs and stuff as this game. They just, like episode 2, have a new location and new maps. But the difference there with that game is that it's not the same gameplay, which it's much more lore based. There's a lot more. There's much more story in that one than there is in any of the other games. It's much more. Well, any of the previous 2, I guess. It's almost exclusively story driven. Whereas this one is more gameplay driven. And then, let's give that to you. He should be soon growing up to a new, yeah, okay. Yeah, see, I wouldn't have been able to get in there. Well, there wasn't much in there important anyway. I just like to clear out all the rooms, because that's what I do. Alright, how much of this we got cleared out? Alright, I think we're about halfway done with this section. If it's not as long as I remember it, or if it's the size that I remember it being. I don't know. It's been quite a while since I've played through this. Cane, handgun. Don't need any of that. Alright, so let's try... See, I don't want to continue just yet. I want to get to the... Okay, this looks like, yeah, that looks like... Oh, wait. Is there... Oh, no, there is a way to go off. So the other one might be, Oh, hello. What did you drop? Monofluid. Not that I'll particularly need that. I've got a bunch of them. So let me check the other... This is... Oh, yeah, duh. I should have looked. I can see the size of the room before I go through there. Man, sometimes I feel like a moron. Alright, here we go. Let's go through here. Oh, it's a healing thing. Good, good. Not that I particularly needed it, but it was nice. To next level. Oh, geez, 58,000. Yeah, so it literally only took like 2 days to get back to where I was. Because I know how to grind really fast in this game. It's not all that hard. I remember the very first. I don't know if I've told this story in this game or on this in this series before, but the very first time I played this game, like when I first got my first GameCube, a long time ago. This was like, I don't know, the second or third game that I ever got. And oh, hello. The thing about it was, I thought that the final boss would be so much harder than it was. And by the time that I got to the final boss, or by the time I actually fought the final boss the first time, like the very first time, I was already level like 70 or 80 something, and it was like super easy. Because I was fighting all the monsters all the way up to the boss until like, oh, this final boss is gonna be super hard. I fought it once, and then it completely annihilated me, and I was like, I don't know, I had to have been like leveled about the level that I am now, or something, the first time I fought the boss for the very first time. And this is back in a time when I didn't really understand a lot of the game mechanics and things like that. I didn't know how a lot of this stuff worked. It was just kind of more like, oh, I'm playing this game and doing whatever. Polar Moon, this is the lab. Hello, this is Ellie. How are you doing? This area is totally different from the temple. You'll face many berserk robots in the spaceship area. Those malfunctioning robots were once Pioneer 1's automated workforce. They were supposed to build a colony for us on Ragall. Now they're out of control. They attack anything that moves. They still seem to have some intelligence since they attack as a group. I think the robots look kind of cute though, don't you? You don't think I'm crazy, do you? Oh man, I love Ellie. She's great. We did see her in the first game. Night Power. No. Night Power gives me 5. I need a general power. Or, was it God Power? I don't remember. There was a... There's a stronger one. And then there's a legendary one, or a rare item version one, which would be nice to have, but I doubt it would give me like 30 plus or something. And dead. Okay. Oh, what the... Okay. This is a very small room for a Grands to show up in. Then again, this doesn't follow the same rules as the first game does with the enemy spawn locations, so... Yeah, because obviously in the first game, you wouldn't have a Panarms and a Grands in the same room. These were kind of like... Oh, cool. I killed it with a... Killed it with just my sword before it split apart. Awesome. Monomate. Let's give that to my mag. Oh, I got 2 of them. Cool. That'll give me some power up, hopefully. Let's use this and take that. That's how I do things. What have we got here? More wolves. Sounds like a plan. Alright. You can die, and you can die. Thank you. Alright, what else we got? What have we got here? Oh, I saw that. I saw that. Don't think you can trick me. Haha. Yes. Dead. Cool. Like, it's really interesting. Some of this stuff is like, oh, that would be fairly impressive if I killed that quickly in the first game. But since they're in a lower leveled area in this game, it's, oh, super awesome. Don't need to worry about getting hit now. Not that it's that big of a deal here. Alright, so I think I may have to split this up into 3 episodes like I did the first one. The first stage in this level was only 3 episodes because it was, I spent so long doing other things rather than actually fighting the monsters and going through, but this one's actually longer, so... Oh, I need to heal up. There we go. Cool. And I could actually just use my attack on someone because it's not that big a deal. I'll have it back up, but oh wait, that's the wrong way. I need to go the other way. Thank you very much. So I guess this is like, this is kind of like what these people who live on a spaceship think a fictitious spaceship would look like, I guess, or something. I don't know, it's kind of an interesting idea when you think about it, because this is what this is a virtual reality inside their game. Or inside, the virtual reality inside the story here. Is that a pan arms in the center? It must be. There's nothing there. Oh, come on. Slow motion. How I hate you. Okay, there we go. Back to speed. And could you die, please? Thank you. 3 experience. That's a lot. Great, okay. And that is the end here, but there is another room. Oh, does this one have 2 endings also? I don't remember off the top of my head. I think it does, yeah. This is, I don't know why they have 2 entrances and 2 exits to this, but that's just the way it is. Either way, that's about all the time I've got for this episode. Like and favorite if you liked the episode, subscribe if you liked me. Good night, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye-bye!